this morning. I hope everyone had a fabulous Thanksgiving yesterday and with your family and surrounded, and hopefully you didn't eat too much. I've got Eugene here with Just the Facts Home Inspection here with me today to talk about home inspection. What is a home inspection? Why it's important? All of that kind of good information. Thank you, Eugene, for being here today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So what does a home inspector do?
A home inspector goes through a property and looks for items that affect the health, safety, habitability of the property. We get to every accessible area. It's not like homes on homes, so we haven't cut holes in walls or anything like that, but we're going to get to everywhere we can physically get to. So we go from roof to foundation. We're looking at the roofing materials, the attic, the structure of the building. We're looking at the heating and cooling systems. We're looking at the electrical systems. We're looking at the plumbing. So we try to give a general view of the property. You think of a home inspector like a general practitioner when you go to the doctor. Instead of OBGYN or gastroenterology, we're going to wrap them in a plumber, an electrician, that type of person, to follow up if they need to come look at the property.
Okay, so basically when you're looking at these units, the air conditioning and the plumbing, what are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for it to be perfect? Are you looking, because I know a lot of buyers in the home process can get scared when they hear there's a leak or if there's this or there's that.
Absolutely. First of all, we do it to the standards of practice, my professional organization, the California Real Estate Inspection Association. There's no licensing in the state of California, so we are governed under the State Business Professions Code. And that Business Profession Code refers to our standard as the standard that a home inspection should be done in the state. So we always have to keep in mind when we go to a property, especially with first-time buyers, we let them know that there are no perfect people, there are no perfect houses. We're going to find things. But we're looking, say, an air conditioning unit. Is the age of the unit, is it functioning? Is the ductwork look good? Are you going to feel comfortable in the home when you purchase the home and it gets to be 105 degrees out there and you need to use the air conditioner? So we're testing within a range of temperatures to make sure that on your end, you turn the air conditioner on and you feel better.
Okay, so with regards to the non-being licensed aspect, because that is very true that the home inspectors are not licensed in the state of California. What organizations are there out there and what kind of things do you do as a home inspector to keep yourself educated with regards to the latest code and building things? Because I know that's always changing.
Well, my organization, CREA, we have a standards of practice that they work to and a code of ethics that we work to. The State Business Professions Code says we cannot work on a property for at least a year after inspecting it. And our standards adhere to that, our code of ethics adhere to that. So my organization, and like I said, we're the ones referred to in the state, we provide education. In order to get certified by our organization, it's about a 2-year process. It's not a simple thing to do. And then we do 30 hours a year of continuing education. So what we do is every year we have a big education expo that usually runs about 4 days. And then we have classes in everything from pools and spas to different roofing materials to just about anything you can think of that would be in a home. And in addition to that, monthly we have a monthly education meetings where we try to bring in the best of contractors and architects and this year real estate attorneys so that we could be up to date with all the codes. In addition, we have a section of people that they are located in Sacramento so they can keep tabs on the latest codes coming through the state that we're going to be required to look at for our clients. One good example would be this year a new pool spa law came into effect. So even if your inspector isn't inspecting the pool, we're inspecting the pool spa so that we can give you an idea of the child safety features that are at the property. We're required to look at or make comment on at least 2 of 7 items that would prevent a child from accidentally slipping into the pool and drowning.
And what are some of those items?
Oh, I've got these in this, and I brought these for you today, Lisa. We have a whole set of the 7.
We can put this in the comments later on. I'll upload a PDF
Yeah.
version for you guys so you can see it as well.
First of all, and we've seen this for a long time, a fence that's not climbable that surrounds the pool, at least the pool area, that's at least 60 inches high and has a latch that's at least 54 inches that opens outward, not inward, self-closing, non-climbable. In addition, you may have seen a pool that has those mesh fences. Those fences are required to go 360 degrees around the pool. They can't just go to a wall or something. They're required to only have a 2-inch or less than 2-inch clearance on the bottom, so a child or toddler can't crawl underneath. Once again, they have to have self-closing, self-latching hinges so that a child can't accidentally walk into the pool.
While you're going over this, I'm just going to close these doors really quick.
Not a problem. In addition, they have manually operated pool covers. They're required to be walkable. Whoops, we just moved the camera.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That better? Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it in a second.
So it can be, the pool cover can either be manual or an automatic pool cover, but it is required to be a smooth surface that can have the capacity for a person of at least 350 pounds to walk on it without falling through into the pool. And that's in case a small child walks into the pool. In addition, on all windows and doors that have access to the pool, you're required to have alarm systems. Usually I like them built into the alarm system because you have more control, you're less likely to disable them. But so that if a child wanders out into the pool area, you're aware of that in the process. In addition, one of the 7 items would be self-closing and self-latching mechanisms that prevent a door from being kept open. The door shuts automatically, so once again, when you got your back turned. Finally, the 6th one would be any type of sensitivity mechanism that actually senses the water and any excess movement will go off with any excess movement. And then the state of their infinite wisdom. The 7th would be any other means of protection that has been fully tested and listed by a listing organization.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, so we're looking to make sure that in order to cover the code, that a seller or a buyer is looking to make sure that we have 2 of these 7, correct?
Exactly.
You don't have to have all 7.
You don't have to have all 7, but you have to have, according to the state of California, a minimum of 2.
Okay. So those of you that are thinking about buying and used to have a pool and you're looking to buy a pool, this is one of the things that the home inspectors are looking for to make sure that that's up to code. And me as a realtor, what I do with my buyers is I sit and have Eugene, he's always there, and I do recommend that the buyers are present at the time of the home inspection, because looking at a paper is very scary, and looking and seeing that there's this leak here or there, but when they're actually physically there at the home, at the time of the home inspection, I do attend them as well, so that way Eugene can go and show everybody, okay, here's where the leak is. Yes, it's there. Yes, it's easy to fix. No, it's not easy to fix, and kind of educate you as the buyer on how to fix it, or recommend a course to have done. Correct?
That's correct. Because sometimes the fixes they're very inexpensive. Sometimes the fixes maybe $5 or less. Depending on what it is.
And sometimes they're not.
And sometimes they're not. Absolutely. I have a property where I have a civil engineer coming out next week because the whole rear section of the property where the pool is moving downhill. So we go from small to the big, but once again, we're like your general practitioner or generalist. We're generally going to go through and recommend those items, conditions that need to be looked at further.
So basically your home inspection is a first step or first line of defense for you as a buyer to make sure that this house is structurally well, the plumbing is good, the electrical is good. If they see any signs of concern that needs to be further investigated, this is what Eugene does. so that way then you can decide if you want to proceed with the home, because usually in the home buying process you have usually an average 17 days to be able to get your home inspection done, so that way you can have your investigations period and your due diligence to be able to accomplish that. Furthermore, with regards to selling, it's a good benefit for you as a seller if you wanted to have a home inspection done prior to listing your home, to make that aware for the buyers already to have. That way you know what kind of health and safety issues there might be, so that those can be corrected, or what other kind of repairs might come up that the buyer would have and would request the seller to do. This would offset that to where you could possibly know what's going to already anticipate and be asked, and maybe fix them before you even open escrow, to avoid that type of coming back and negotiating. Eugene is the one that I think is the most helpful in regarding to educating my buyers and my sellers when they choose to do a home inspection. I highly recommend that you do a home inspection. There's not any time that I ask a buyer not to do a home inspection. And will you clarify too and let them know, on a brand new home, are they going to still find things wrong with the home?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like he said, there's no perfect home, there's no perfect person, there's no perfect anything. So we always advise, or I always advise, to make sure that you have a home inspection done, whether you're purchasing or even selling. There is a cost involved, of course, because you're bringing them out, but this is your first line of knowledge to know what there is out there that could possibly be, if there's any red flags or not. And we as realtors, or I do, I'm not in my business practice, when I'm sitting down with the buyer and Eugene and asking the buyer, going over what kind of request for repairs we want to ask the seller for, we're looking more for the health and safety, because we want to make sure that the house is safe and the house is secure. So those are the main things that we're going to ask for a request for repair on. If it's something to the effect of something that's not a health and safety issue, then we won't necessarily ask for it. It's up to the buyer to ask for it. So I will discuss that with them on a one-to-one basis to decide if they wanted to request that from the seller or not. But most likely, most of the time, I would say 100% of the time, when I represent a buyer, we always ask for the health and safety issues. A common one is, I would say, that I've seen, and you can go into what you've seen, the most common that I've seen is usually the water pressure, or there's something in the attic that the sellers don't know, because they don't climb into the attic every so often, and maybe there was a loose wire or something and that needs to be capped. Those are some of the most common that I see, and those are pretty easy fixes that I've experienced over the term. So what are some things that you find most common?
You know, in older homes, something as simple as smoke detectors appropriately located in the dwelling. Small electrical issues are not uncommon at all. You know, people come in and do the work, and a lot of times they'll wire outlets backwards, so somebody could accidentally get shocked. We're looking for ground fault circuit or protection where it needs to be, because that could save somebody's life. You know, and it's not expensive. We're talking $15 for the part, whatever labor that is. And water pressure is a biggie. Think of high water pressure like you would high blood pressure. Instead of a stroke or an aneurysm, you're going to have a burst pipe, you're going to have fixtures that start to leak prematurely, that type of thing. Things wear out more quickly, whether it's your dishwasher or your faucet on your sink. So these are all things that, you know, they're small and simple, but they are very important.
Yes, and those are the most common things that I've seen in my experience. And I would say that they're most commonly corrected as well before we close escrow.
It's like a loose toilet.
Yeah.
The part for it's $5. If you let that thing leak underneath and damage the underbuilding structure, it could be thousands of dollars to repair. So these are things you want to catch right off the bat, because take care of it today, it's simple. Take care of it tomorrow, it might be pretty expensive.
And I like Eugene's reports, because when they do come to me and I review them, we go over a couple of different options. So we do have them buyers at the present at the home inspection, so we kind of go over it there. And we don't always, I let the buyers talk about it and decide what they want. And when we go over it again further, when the actual report comes, it comes in 3 different sections. It comes in okay, these are the health and safety things that need to be corrected right away. Then there's, okay, these things that you may want to correct once you move into the house. And then there's, okay, this possibly could be an issue down the road. Maybe there's want to correct sometime in the near future, but it needs to be done right away. And that's why I like it broken down, so that way the buyers can then decide, okay, these are the things I do want, these are not as important, but we can do them when we move in. Okay, these are good, these are we can plan for in the future to go ahead and do. So those are the things that I appreciate about your reports. It's very easy to read, it includes pictures, and so that's why I always recommend Eugene, and of course, but I also recommend a couple more as well, because we do recommend 3 at a time. And then I also wanted to just share that if you're thinking about buying or selling, I highly recommend that if you're buying, always get a home inspection. If you're selling and you want to know what kind of issues may come up, then I recommend getting a home inspection done before we list the home, so that you don't have any surprises. Not that there may be, but we don't climb into our attics very often, or on our roof very often, so there's things that we don't see even though we're living in the home that we don't recognize that may come up in the process. So Eugene, can you share with your contact information so that if someone wanted to get in touch with you to do a pre-home inspection, or if they're thinking of listing, or if they're thinking of buying in escrow and they wanted to go ahead and utilize you?
Yeah, my phone number is 951-315-8248. I have a website, ChinoHillsHomeInspections.com, and my email address is Eugene, JTF, or just bags, EugeneJTF@gmail.com. So any one of those ways, you can go onto my website, you can see a sample of my report. You can contact me by phone. I have my phone 24 hours a day, or my email, which I check regularly.
Perfect. And if you're thinking about buying or selling, please feel free to give me a call. I'm Lisa Measure with Remax Top Producers, and my phone number, you can call me or text me at 909-583-7844. I hope